Hello, my name is Courtney Skinner. I'm uh, I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin, but I call myself a Manitowoc local because I'm trying to get locals in Manitowoc to come forward with any information they have on corruption in the area. I have this big giant cat on me right now. I wanted to just show you guys our cat, Zeke. He's a Maine Coon. He's gigantic, if you can't see that, but I'm going to let him go. I've been waiting to do a video because we are waiting to hear from Steven. Kim Ducat recently moved and she's been having some phone problems. And on top of that, she's having some health. She's just, right now, she just has a cold, but it's hard on her. So she thinks she may have missed some phone calls. Actually, she knows she missed one the other day, but we've been waiting to talk to him, or she will talk to him. Just to ask what's going on, how he feels about the letter, because we have a lot of thoughts about the letter still, but we're just, that's not what I wanted to talk about tonight. I'm going to make this a pretty short video. Every day I want to say something, but I don't really like doing videos, so I probably say that every time. So I'm forcing myself to do this right now because I have something really important to say. We have taken a lot of slack from the research community because, well, there's a lot of division in it, and there's a lot of friendships that were made by coming into this research. So I think for me, what happened, there's just a lot of negative stuff coming out about me and other people that are trying to come forward, that we have other researchers, or if you can call them researchers, saying that they're, that it's all, basically calling us loonies and saying that it's all hearsay and stuff like that. So I wanted to, it's hard to sit back and listen to people call you a liar. And it's been hard. I've kind of sat back and listened to it for a long time, and it's pretty disturbing. And I do feel like I have the right to, to speak up for myself because I'm not a liar. I just want to start, I swear I'm going to make this short, but I wanted to start with how I believe all of this even began, and I'm going to try to keep it as brief as I can as well. I had an issue with some truth that went through foul play, and it was because I did a video, or I gave Rubber Ducky some information, and people don't know that foul play used to be the duck puddle. They used to work with Rubber Ducky, and they had a falling out. And then I didn't know Ducky didn't have the duck puddle, but I got a hold of Ducky about my brother's story. She did a story, and I think it seemed like a betrayal to whoever that I was working with Ducky. I didn't know the game that was going on, so whatever. So in that time, Rubber Ducky put out a video saying that Debbie Hochstetler had this envelope, blah, blah, blah. I got a hold of Foul Play on Discord and gave them a copy of the letter that was written to Dean Strang, and tried to resolve it there. And they wouldn't resolve it. It was basically through Zoe, through Obi-Wan, but he's no longer in Foul Play. But I have all of our conversations, of course. Anyway, of course, I was upset then because people were calling me a liar, and I'm not a liar. And then it kind of, wherever it all went, it was odd. And I didn't get it resolved. So the thing that's happening, it seems, is like I get it, Foul Play as a lot of people that are in their groups and stuff, and that's fine and great. They do great work. I won't say that. The problem I have is that I have been called a liar by the group, and I don't think the whole group knows that I've given this proof that I didn't lie, but that didn't really ever come out. It never got resolved. So I have been trying to resolve it for a very long time, and it hasn't gotten there. Anyway, so of course, there's this big group called Foul Play, and they do a lot of great research, and sure, we'd like to be part of it, but why would we join a group that has already, not been accountable for something they've said about me. So the thing is, we're not going to join your club. We're not going to join the group because this is big for us. We don't need to be called liars. It's a very serious what we're doing on this end. And I felt like I did my best to try to resolve it, and it wasn't going to get resolved. It's still not resolved to this day. And I've spoken to one of the moderators there that apparently she isn't going to do anything. It's fine. You know, we don't run around trying to, you know, get down on anybody. We're doing what we're doing, and we don't need any shit from anybody. You know, this is why people won't come forward, because then other people come out and say they're lying. We're not lying. It would be crazy for us to lie. I mean, we're not stupid. Come on. So in that process of it getting sour there, I think that a lot of people in that group I've seen the comments because I was able to get into Discord. I can still get into Discord, into Foul Play, and see what was said. And I know that I know the comments that are made. I have screenshots of them. It's fine. But the whole basis of all of this is that I lied about something that I didn't. And then what I did was I actually interviewed the lady that said that I was lying, and she admitted in the interview that she lied. So, nope, I don't want to put that out there public, but I don't really know how to resolve it. I'd like to not be considered a loony and a liar. Anyway, so then there's a lot of Facebook action going on. I know people don't really know me. I'm not a big Facebooker. You know, I don't really like the whole platform. And so I try not to get too involved in it. Once in a while, I'll put up a post. I'm on a Freedom Fighter page, not because it's my page. I'm just helping out another researcher in the case, you know. What it feels like to me and why I'm making this video right now is because I am going to stand for these locals that you're continually calling liars. It's ridiculous now. Okay, Linda K, we don't need this anymore. You have never once contacted anybody that you say isn't being honest, you know, and it's really disturbing at this point. You know, you'll go out there and say everything I say is hearsay and I won't put out my information, but not one of you have ever contacted me on any of my information, not once. And here's what really I think happened there, Linda K, because you're so happy to go out there and say that we are, you know, making shit up. I mean, there's so much more to the story that you will not tell. And the part of the story that I'm going to tell right now is about the rally and exactly how that went, because I don't lie. And maybe one of you guys even have it on video. There were sure a lot of you making a video. When we went to that rally, we didn't know who was sponsoring the rally. We were just going to go support Steven. And Kim's health isn't so great with her MS, and she really didn't want to go. But we had a message from Steven to Carla. Okay, this was right after Dolores died, and the family kept him from knowing anything about Dolores. So he was very fucking pissed. And when Kim talked to him, he said he wanted her to give a message to Carla. So Kim didn't want to go. And I dragged her over and I said, we are giving a message to Carla. We are speaking for Steve. Why wouldn't we do this? So the message to Carla was, fuck you. Okay. Yep. That didn't sit too pretty. And while Carla's over there getting the message from Kim, I have my camera and I'm taking pictures of everything going on. And Barb, I didn't know that I took a picture of Barb flipping me off until we got back over to Kim's and I zoomed in on the picture and I'm like, holy shit, she's flipping me off. So let's get into why that happened as well. We walked up to that rally. Well, sorry, Kim Ducat. We wheeled Kim up and I walked up to that rally. And the two people that we came in contact with first was Linda K, checking convictions, and Mystic Jinx. And immediately we introduced ourselves. They said it was nice to meet you. I said, we feel like we believe we've solved the Ricky Hochstetler case and we want your help. And they both said, yes, of course. The rally went on. And then at one point, everybody was getting together in a picture, and I was backing up to take a picture, and I looked over and Barb and Carla were sitting in a car in front of the rally. And I looked over and said, you two need to talk to me, because Carla's the one saying she's going to sue me for slander, for saying her daddy's a rapist. And Barb's the one. I've had contact with Barb. I sent her a text message. She was going to meet with me. Why won't she talk to me? Okay. And she says I'm a liar. Talk to me. When here we are face to face, let's have the conversation. And of course, neither one of them said a goddamn thing. And then I pointed over at Kim Ducat and I said, you need to talk to her, because I knew Kim had the message. So they sat there a minute, and then they pulled over at the by the parking lot, and the rally's going on, and I see Carla and Barb just parked over there watching the rally. And yeah, I yelled, Barb, get out of the car and support your son. Sorry, everybody. It was a moment of passion. Like, what the fuck is this about, right? I'm holding a Free Brendan sign. So that's kind of when things went sour, if you want to be so honest about everything that went on. Because I know that nobody got a hold of us. And I know that Linda Kay's out there saying, well, it's Kim Ducat's fault. She was supposed to get a hold of us. Well, I watched the videos from that day that you all made. And in one of the videos, they hand the camera to Mystic Jinx, and she sits there. And she's actually got the video on my buddy, Kim Ducat, who's sitting all alone in a wheelchair at a fucking rally for Stephen Avery, the guy that she has supported for so long and loves him so much. And then, so Mystic Jinx is making this video, panning around on the crowd that isn't really that there. And Kim Vest is on a chat watching it live, and she's saying, go talk to Kim Ducat, talk to Kim Ducat. And Mystic Jinx goes, Kim. Oh, she didn't hear me. Well, she keeps the camera on her sitting alone in a wheelchair at the rally. Okay, so don't try to pretend that there isn't more going on here that's going on. You guys were pissed off because of that, and I get it. But you know what? I'm not taking the side of the family that isn't there to support him. So, you know, whatever. And if they were there, if you were all there just for Barb and Carla, then just say it. You know, don't say you were there for Stephen, because you weren't, you know? Anyway, that's kind of how all that kind of went. And then after, you know, we even went on Jack's West. I went to her rally, which was pretty awesome, I must say. And in hers, I also asked her to help us get out the Ricky stuff, because we thought we solved it, and she said she'd help us. So nobody really got a hold of us to help us. And we've had the information for quite a while. And we took it to DCI. We gave it to Deb Hochstetler, made a video on it. And Mystic Jinx, I think, well, whoever's running the Ricky Hochstetler page literally blocked me from the Ricky Hochstetler page. Removed my video and blocked me and Kim Ducat from the Ricky Hochstetler hit and run page after I have spent, well, you guys, I spent a lot of time. And in my video on the Ricky Hochstetler case, I said in it, to foul play, I will give you every single document and record I found on it. I will share it all with you. You can have it. All I've ever wanted was help in getting all of our stuff together to get out. You know, so just because you, Linda Kay, want to say everything we say is hearsay, that doesn't mean it is. You never got a hold of us. You still haven't. You know, if you want to, what do you know about my brother's case? You know, do you know that Mike Glazer falsified a death certificate? Do you know that he falsified evidence? Do you know there was a page added on to the investigation? I mean, you never looked into that. You know, you sit and say Corey Zipper, have you sat and looked at his files? You're just going to say he's a fucking lunatic? Really? Where's the conversation? Where's the research? He has a stack of files. I don't know. I'll work with him if he can get it together to work with me, but I can't really go out of my way. I got to keep going with what we're doing. And you wouldn't even believe what we're doing. So you all go out there and immediately act like because we won't put out our proof, it isn't, you know, it's just not fact, or it's irrelevant. It's hearsay. You never asked. And I'm not going to waste my time putting it out because, frankly, it doesn't matter what you think because we've taken it to DCI. We're in contact with the right people. And isn't it interesting that when we went and met with Strang and Beauty, you left a comment under the video saying how wrong it was that we recorded it. So, you can't really win with you. And we don't really care. But here's the deal. Stay in your lane. We're not trying I'm not. I can only speak for me, and I am speaking for me right now. You got a question, you call me. You want some information, get a hold of me. What you guys are doing is simply silencing a lot of people, and I know all the people you silence, and good job. They're silenced. And it's terrible. We came together. No matter what you think of Corey Zipper, the man is sitting here dedicating so much time and energy into looking into everything. He's here because Stephen and Brendan need everybody that will look to look. Have you ever met Stacy? Do you know that that right now I'm reading I know nobody will probably read it, but it's the book that Laurencia Benbenic wrote called Woman on Trial. Do you know that those cops were dealing porn right out of the backs of their cars back then? I mean, you don't know anything. You don't do any research. And then you say that we're lying. It's ridiculous. And we're way too busy to give a shit anymore. So we're not trying to have a fight. I'll still give you everything I got. My email is Coatnay, COATNAY @yahoo.com. Other people get a hold of me all the time. I will give them anything and everything I have. I am not trying to be at war with you people. We are not. You're creating alliances because you're friends with Barb. Then say it like it is. You're her friend. You're not researching. You're very, very biased. And the saddest part about all this shit is that Stephen just wrote a 4-page letter addressed to my supporters. And you've silenced him. None of you are going to talk about the letter, are you? Got to wait to see what KZ is going to say. Not even going to listen to the man himself. Because you're worried about, I know what it is, because I know a little bit, and not through Stephen, but it sounds like Sandra Greenman got some shit about posting his letter. So she can't put out his own words. He specifically asked her to put it out. And now that Barb and Earl and other people got down on her, we're just not going to talk about it. We don't know what Zellner thinks. We don't want to screw anything up. How about this? You all give all your information to Zellner. Why don't you call her and say, hey, what's up, Z? Why haven't you made any statements? Is everything okay with Stephen? I mean, you guys, come on. Something's a little fishy here. I am going to talk about his letter. I'm going to go so far into fucking detail about that letter. Not tonight, though. This all needs to stop. All we've ever tried to do is unite this community, and you're making it worse. And every local we talk to, every one of them say, it's because you guys don't listen. So keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And you still owe us an apology. Zoe, I'll absolutely send you what I got, and you know it. And you've made this 1,000 times worse, because I guarantee that your whole group of foul play doesn't know that I've given you the proof. And it's unfair. It is so unfair. You have no idea how much work I put into this. Do you understand what it is for Anna to come forward right now? You people have no idea what you're dealing with, but we do. And we're done with this stuff. Stop, Come and get our information and get behind us. You don't get to silence people. And you've been doing it too long, and it's unfair. And honestly, too, you guys started all this too on us with accusing Chuck of being a rapist because he raped Kim. And then when we didn't just sit at a computer and do our research. We actually made contact with people that were raped by Chuck. Okay, still not good enough. And then you did the research and you guys got the records. We have an important part in this community. We live here. And you know what? Maybe we didn't have every record on Chuck, but we knew. And we do have things to say. We do know things. And no, guess what? I can tell you what. People aren't coming forward. And they shouldn't. Because they don't have the support of this community, this research community. And it isn't safe. I can't keep them safe. I can't. I check in with Kim and Anna every day. We check in, of course. And, But I'll tell you what's really interesting, Linda Kay, is that while you're out there getting on Facebook calling me and us loonies and saying that everything we say is hearsay, well, shit, Anna's been doing some great research. And I know you probably didn't know this because, while you're sitting there saying that we're full of shit, it's crazy how we have access to these yearbooks around here. And I'm sure you probably didn't know that that Barb went to school with Kevin Ramlow. That same Kevin Ramlow that Scott and Barb just don't fucking know, huh? And that's something. It's crazy how we don't do any shit around here. Did you listen to the DCI interview? He's just a loony that doesn't, trying to get attention, right, Scott? Not really, Scott. Because we know you know him. We know people. I've met people now that said, I knew Scott when he hung out with Ramlow. So I know, and I don't have the document in front of me, but I can say with as much certainty as I can believe in anybody I've met in this case, Scott was working with Andy Colburn. Nope, I don't have a piece of paper that says it. Come at me, Scott. Let's prove you weren't, because I got some info, Scott. Trying to get it to Zellner. Stevens asked her to call Kim, but she hasn't heard from her yet. So it would be nice to have some support in this. It would be so cool if the community that's out here saying they're trying to get these guys out would just simply listen. We're not trying to be against you. This is really just a big misunderstanding. But someone needs to be accountable. And we have put a lot of work into this every day we do. You have no idea. Everybody we're working with, our hearts are so in this. And we could use some help. So get on in here and just stop with this stuff. Because Linda Kay, Mystic Jinx, it was a dirty trick you did, man. And then you guys coming on our video, our last live, and playing that game. Come on, you guys. It's not right. If we don't unite, it's never going to change. We're never getting them out. If you guys would, get off it. And maybe we could all do a live together. How about that? I'm willing to, I'm not saying I forgive Chad Keller, but I'll listen to him. I'll take his research. I just recently, had a message conversation. I do care what he thinks. He's not dumb. We all have some different personalities here. And shit, have I heard about a lot of them too. I'm sure you've heard about mine. I'm a real bitch. But you know what? I'm here for the right reason. And it's heartbreaking too that at that rally that it breaks my heart that Sandra Greenman got shit about putting the letter out. she's mad at me because I said she was two-faced at the rally because she was standing by us and she said to Kim, I'll never forgive Carla for what she did to Steven. And then she turned around and talked to Carla. All right. Two-faced, sure, but it's the truth. You know, I didn't make it up. So she's upset with me because I said that. But that is the truth. I'm sorry to say. But what I really realize is that it's a lot to put on her. You'd have to be very strong to say, God damn it, Carla, why did you do that to Steven? Why would you do that? You broke his fucking heart. You guys, do you realize he didn't get to say goodbye to his mom? He didn't get to say goodbye to his mother. And you're all standing by those people that did that to him. Dolores. And I'm sorry that Sandra Greenman couldn't say to Carla, that was the shittiest thing you ever did, but it was. And I'm sorry that she was, you know, maybe with the letter, it was a little more of a burden than she could, you know, fight against. But, you know, this is where the problem comes in. If you're friends with Barb, you can't be helping Steve. If you want to help Brendan, then you got to split this friendship with Barb. That's too biased, you know? And you might have you think you have a great friendship or whatever with Barb. Barb needs to get real and Barb needs to start talking. You know, if you're really her friend, what are you doing? Interview Barb. Linda Kay. Come on, interview Barb. She needs to be heard. That's all. Anyway, I've gone on too long and just wanted to let you know we're not stopping. It's getting a little frustrating. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Like I said, we've gotten this far without it. It sucks that we can't have this community behind us because of something that isn't even true. And anybody that wants to get a hold of me, please do. I'll even share my proof on that with anybody that sends me. I mean, I'm just not putting it out because I don't think I need to cause any more drama in the community. You know, Deb Hochstetler didn't ask for this shit. So I'm not really trying to do anything against her. And I don't think I need to make her statements public, but I'll share them with the people that are calling me a liar. I'd actually like to. Okay? So get a hold of me, and that goes for Jay Jax too. I know he's out there, you know, playing his game too. So you guys don't even know me, you know? And, you know, nobody speaks for me. Except Kim Ducat sometimes, you know, we have an agreement and she has allowed me to speak for her because we talk every day. We know each other. We're very, very good friends and we know where we both stand on everything. So anyway, if you're listening, thanks for listening. Like I said, I'm real happy to let this go because we are begging for support. We always have been. Okay. So peace out. Wait. I want to just finish with saying, guys, we got to free these men. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Zellner's doing. We have a lot of information and there's a lot more going on that she can't even touch. So everybody has a piece to the puzzle. And I think we have a very important piece to it all. It's just that you won't listen. So let's talk.